Right. Hello. This is Modla Posh again, and this is my first book reading. So yeah, I'm slightly nervous, but I'll be fine. Yeah. So this is the book I'll be reading today. It's called City of Memories. It's a novel. Yes, it is, and it's by Richard Ali. Yeah. Hope you can see that. Yes. Yes. City of Memories by Richard Ali. Richard Ali is a Nigerian writer. Yeah, Nigerian writer. And he's a good one. He's already getting the accolades and stuff. So yeah, he's a good one. And he's kind of a friend of mine, so I got his permission to read it. So let's begin reading. Um Hope you enjoy it. Um he thinks I'm mad. But all I'm doing is trying to tilt my pail to draw water from his deep, deep well. I feel so often. His thoughts of my madness breaks his heart. I feel this. The walls around here are white. Everything is white. I know I'm still beautiful. Sometimes I remember lines from a song that's come to taunt me. Who am I to desire to hold you? What impudence initiates my song? Who is the merchant son to aspire to hold the waste of gold? It's an old song of a traveling baker making wheat beans with raisins on it. That's him at the window. He's a cook, an alchemist. He's making bread, mixing all the lies of my life together. He's good, but me, I am beautiful. All I want is to break the surface so the pail can fetch a drink, sorry. But the pail is at the end of a long, long rope, and a pail is no anchor. God, all I need is an anchor. I do not need him or anyone to think I'm mad. I remember a palace where I was a princess for an afternoon. My mother took me there. She said, Umi, you are a princess, the most beautiful in the entire world. There the envious horses became princes seeking my smile, seeking my love, my hand in marriage. But my hand is busy now, holding this pail at the end of this long, long rope, not long enough to break the surface of this sea. This sea, quartered by horses. I want to taste the salt water so I can cry and mourn for my son who is dead, who was shot down in my womb. I walk around these white, white walls, holding my stomach with my fingers covered in blood. But I am not mad, and I am not dying. I see the look he has sometimes. I think he has tasted the salt water. I think he wants to cry. I think maybe he's a soldier. Do you think so? But of course you don't. You're just a doll. Little baby, do not cry. Do not cry. Let your mommy rest. She will. She will. She will. I'm so thirsty. He stood watching her through a transparent glass screen. He had come to see her 30 minutes earlier, had sat on the now empty seat beside her bed. She had been silent, refusing to acknowledge him. Umi, how are you? The doctors say you're really improving. Silence. He reached out a hand to tuck in an errant strand of hair, then stroked the side of her face. Umi, Umi, he cooed. Her oval face fit in his palm. Her light yellow skin, clean only because she was washed while sedated each day, was dull. Hair still long, still dark, done in a million braids. But her eyes stared at the ceiling, locked on something he could not see. He could have seen the air touching her face for all the attention she gave him. He remembered the day they first met, a week after he had bared his soul to his best friend Hassan. She was a tall girl, taller than most girls he had seen, and curvy. The crow's feet around her eyes had barely been visible, but he had noticed every detail of her beauty and her unhappiness. A hint of this had been there, right from the beginning. The birth of their son, their flight to the safety of Jos City as Bulewa collapsed around them. Through all those years, the hint of this breakdown had been there. though he had built as strong a hedge as he could against the devil that had entered her mind. Yet, here was his wife now, like a flower bled of its juice. He was a soldier, but seeing her come to this broke his heart completely. She hadn't resisted when he leaned over her and placed her right palm on his. Umi, Farouk drew something for you. Would you like to see it? He had felt her twitch. He had not even reached for the drawing in his pocket when he saw her stiffen, then become agitated. Her eyes were no longer vacant, became wild, her limbs violent. She was screaming, babbling. He pressed the bell beside her bed. The nurses came within a minute, armed with sedatives. He had lied. The doctors had not said she was improving. He stood there, close to tears, and felt as if he were in the shadows, though in truth it was she, lying in a fluorescent lit room, who was away from the lights. He stood alone already, looking at her through the glass. For the babbling wreck his wife had become, all he could remember in the lonely years to come was one word, a plea, his name, Ibrahim. Right. That was a nice read. Yeah. Please leave your comments and hope to see you later. Thanks. Bye.